Evan Worth here, Blue Hammer Roofing. We're at 9748 Calle del Oro, Dallas, Texas. We're doing a repairability test. Got our control shingle here. Let's brush it down, make sure we knock off any loose granules real quick. We'll come back to this in a little bit, see what it's looking like. It's obviously pretty old shingle, probably going to be pretty brittle down here. Here's the shingle we're going to be replacing. Right here, pop some seals real quick. Already seeing a lot of granule loss. I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, there's not a whole lot of granules on this one to lose. Significant granule loss, even I'm slipping off the roof while I'm trying to do this. More granule loss, and then you want to see under here, you're going to see all that material transfer on the underneath, right? So even if we put a new shingle on top of this one, it's not going to seal correctly because that tar seal is already on the other shingle, right? That's going to be an issue when we put the new shingle on. It's never going to seal correctly. More granule loss. Also, we're going 2 shingles up as per manufacturer guidelines for repairs. Same thing. Material transfer. Going to be an issue to seal the new shingles on top of that. More granule loss. One more row up. The shingles are pretty brittle. They're also pretty old, so the seals are popping pretty easy. All that granule loss, you can see granules falling down the roof the entire time I'm cracking those seals. You can see this nail's already punched through. That's going to be an issue for you, especially when you're doing repairs. It's going to be even more of an issue because you're going to have to start pulling these shingles up, damaging them more and more, punching through holes. This one's punched through too. It looks like a lot of these are punched through, if I'm being completely honest. So even if just moving these shingles is going to make them a lot more brittle, a lot easier to come off. So you're making them more susceptible to wind damage. It would make a hell of a lot more sense just to replace the entire roof. One nail, 2 nails. That one's breaking through too. It's a miracle. These shingles haven't all flown off already, if I'm being completely honest. You can also see they're starting to tear, right? Yep. They're tearing, there's fibers showing, and that's going to happen up the entire roof if you're trying to do repairs. This one's torn, and that's just from trying to pull these shingles off. One last nail. Again, going through. Like if you want to do an overview a little bit, right? You're gonna have an issue here, trying to pull this off. Issue here. Granule loss throughout the entire thing. It's gonna be a huge pain in the ass to repair anything on this roof. see, like if you're pulling this shingle, you're damaging this shingle, right? And it's going to continue that way all the way up the entire roof if you're trying to pull anything off of here. And not only that, now we're damaging the underlayment as well. Putting holes in the underlayment, it's also an issue. Having to fold these shingles up like that is going to put marks in them.
Material transfer.
Yeah, look at all that material transfer. That's going to be a problem. Tearing shingles, right? Every time you pull a shingle, you're going to tear a shingle. You're going to have to replace that shingle after you tear it. You're going to continue up the entire roof. Grab our new shingle. Grab some new nails. Still, even just doing this is still lifting shingles. More granule wash. More issues with the underlayment. More issues with the old shingles. Gonna give you issues with the new shingles. And as I'm striking the hammer, also you can see all this granule loss. I mean, just tapping it is going to cause issues all the way up the entire roof. So putting a hammer to it's going to be an even bigger issue. So, at the end of the day, you got material transfer, granule loss, torn shingles, exposed fibers. Doing any of this is going to cause a significant amount of damage to not only the shingle you're trying to replace, also the shingles above it. Go back up to our control shingle. I mean, you can look at it visibly. You can see there's much more granules on these. Even though this is an older shingle, comparatively to the shingle we just changed, much less granule loss. Sweet.